Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Wargaming channel. Well, for my winter game, I decided to simulate Warhammer 40k because I keep thinking of new variants before I make the general rules that I've put off for about 8 months. Now over here you have Holy Terra. Now the brown forces are your typical Imperial Navy. The pink ones are for the Ecclesiarchy. And of course, those funny little ones are for the Mechanicus. And if you look real close, you can see there's one little fortress icon, and that's for the Phalanx. Now over here, I've simulated the Arctaria sector. These are Tyranids, and those are Orcs. And of course, it's in proximity to Holy Terra. Now, I have made it to where every system's not going to be occupied, even though most are occupied by the Imperium. Now, as the game progresses, the Imperium will flesh out its holdings. Now, every one of these green clusters you see is an Orc Wa. Now, you see there's a Forge World. Now, I have 6 different ones of these with different colors. And those are Eldar Craft Worlds. Now, those guys are the Votan. Now, these guys, those are Loyalist Space Marines. So, wherever you see one of these are a world representing Loyalist Space Marines of no specific chapter. We can make them up. Now, over here, we've got the Eye of Terror. And as you can see, it's full of counters and Space Marines. And over here, we've created the Cadian Gate, not the Canadian Gate. So like I said, you see more Orc Was. Now there's another Eldar Craft World. More Space Marines. Now that's the Maelstrom. Now, over there you see the orange guys, they're the Tau. Now over here, I decided to add a little extra to the board to simulate outside of the Imperial light and to give the Tau something to explore into, and those are neutral. Now, of course, that's another craft world. And over here are the Ghoul Stars and the Necrons. Now, those Necrons per se, they are just accumulated. Now, the Necron rules, the Necrons can appear on any of these planets. Basically a tomb world. So the one at the top is the main tomb world, and that at the bottom are just counters that can appear at anywhere in the board where the Necrons decide to make a tomb world. Now, I had a thought that the Dark Eldar and Gamorra have to have a main entrance to real space. So I decided to make it here, right next to the Tyranids. Now, the interesting thing on these 2 counters, these are already existing. All of these are still in the Eye of Terror. It's just, with the nature of the Eye of Terror, you don't have all the evil Space Marines, the Chaos ones, at the same time in the same place. So those already exist. They are just to reinforce that. And these already all exist. And those are Tyranid High Fleets. And they will appear at sections on different areas of the board where the Tyranid player decides that, well, he wants to Tyranid. And of course, there can be only one. So over the winter, I am going to play this game and watch it evolve. And you may get updates on it if I find it is interesting. But, those over there are counters yet to be. Those 2 over there, all those actually already exist. They are just not set on the board. But yes, this is my Warhammer 40k setup. And we are going to see how interesting it's going to be. And all I have to say is, for the Emperor!